Shalom. First off, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, your name Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, in the name of the Rakakadosh, which is the Holy Spirit that comforts and guides us, especially during these perilous times to come. I also want to give a double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well with truth and sincerity, and peace and salutations to the elect. Through the Spirit, I ran across this video, and I guess it's supposed to be women being allowed to drop their kids off or their newborns when they aren't able to, I guess, deal with the pressure of raising them. And it just keep you in remembrance of the fact of how wicked this world is. And when I say this world, I'm talking about the world of Satan, because this is Satan's kingdom. And it's being ruled by the basis of men, the so-called white man, who forefathers Esau, Edom, according to the scriptures. And it's ultimately a queendom. Basically, it's ruled by the basis of men and ultimately these women, because we understand that a man in this type of situation, when he's not able or say that he won't be able to take care of his child, for the most part, a woman will put him on child support and take just about majority of his check. But I'm not saying it's right to be out here popping out babies and not taking care of them. But even some of the men that do want to be in their children's life, they get taken for child support and ultimately, like I said, basically punished because of what the woman wants, because of what she say. Because for the most part, this system more so is going to lean towards what the woman wants. Because like I said, ultimately it's the queendom. But I'm going to play the video.
An orange bag is going to fall out that has resources for the parents in it, that has a registry, medical information, where they can get free counseling, trafficking information is in there. They're going to place their infant inside.
Slovakia.
They're going to take that orange bag with them now there. They're going to shut the door and they're going to walk away. The box has already called 911. So the door, as soon as I open the door, it's calling 911 dispatch. When I place baby inside, there's a second alarm that's going off. That alarm is not connected to the first alarm. So if the first alarm was to fail, that second alarm would pick up. Right now, I can't open this door. It locks. When there is a baby placed inside, it locks. So first responders are going to have to come on the inside and pull baby from the inside. We just did the final test here so that we could sign off on this box. And this baby was in this box for 1 minute and 21 seconds. It is very quick, it is very secure, and it is very fast. And so that is how the baby box works. Best thing to do is to go inside and take a look on the inside.
Come on, guys, all want to come inside.
Yeah, so like I said, they make it that easy for the woman to just get rid of a baby. I'm not sure if this is an effect or if it's actually a thing, but I wouldn't be surprised if they allow something like this to happen. That's why we know these scriptures is faithful and true. Isaiah 3:12, it reads, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them." And like I always say, you liken Esau, Edom to a child. Because basically, children are supposed to be governed over, basically raised up to how they're supposed to be. You're supposed to raise them with understanding. But these devils don't have understanding because ultimately they don't have the spirit to receive it. They got the spirit of Satan. I'm going to continue on, and it says, "And women rule over them." And as I said before, this is like a queendom. More so they lean towards the woman. They give the woman the benefits, especially when they, put the man out of the house. Because ultimately they want the government, which government means mind control. They want the government ultimately to step in to be the child, basically to take care of the family, which that's ultimately, they basically taking the position of what a man is supposed to do. And that caused these women to feel as though they don't need a man. And then once they find out how tough it is and hard, they continue to complain and talk about how stressed out they are, and ultimately raise more degenerate children, because like statistics shows that children raised up in a single father household are far better than children that's raised in a single mother's household. I'm going to continue on. It reads, "O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths." And that's what ultimately what it leads to, destruction. But only the elect is the one that's going to have the spirit to see that. Most of these people in this world are in darkness. They don't see it. They think everything is fine. They think everything is normal. But the Lord has put the spirit on, like I said, certain individuals, which is the remnant that's going to be delivered, the ones that's going to come out of this wicked and polluted mindset that this kingdom has pushed forth. Like basically she said that you could just put the baby in the box and just, it's going to call the police. And as we see around this world, they got children coming up missing, trafficking, etc. So you don't know where those babies go to. All you think you can do is just put them in a box and just leave it and just go on about your day. And like I said, they ultimately, that's why they took the man out of the house, because they knew that they can ultimately, like I said, guide these women to do whatever they want to do, because the women are the weaker vessel. That's why the serpent went to the woman from the beginning. Mark 3:27 reads, "No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house." So like I said, they bind up the strong man. They take the man out the house. And then they can spoil the good, because ultimately women and children are ultimately spoils of war. You know, the things that once someone is conquered or something is conquered, those are the spoils. But they can't do that unless the strong man is bound up. And being as though we in this kingdom, us with understanding of the truth, we understand that it's an order to this thing. The Heavenly Father, Yahweh, then Yahweh Shai, then man, then woman, then children. But they got this kingdom is being ran contrary to what's pleasing in the sight of the Lord. Because the fact of the matter is that if a man has a woman and they're no longer together, or the dude decides, according to the scriptures, if a dude decides to, give her a bill of divorce, she end up going back to her father's house, but she don't take nothing with her. But in this kingdom, like I said, they allow the woman to get child support. They allow the woman to, I guess, obviously just continue to sleep man and man. Like I said, what's she gonna do? What the woman gonna do? Turn the baby into the box, then go around and end up getting pregnant again and doing it all over again. Ultimately, matter of fact, I'm gonna get it. It's giving them liberty to get abroad. Sirach 25 or Ecclesiastes 25 and 25. "Give the water no passage." Well, I'm gonna start at 24. Reads, "The woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die." Like I said, starting from Eve in the garden. That's when sin became the beginning of sin. For verse 25, this is the point that I was talking about. "Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to get abroad." Women allowed to be to basically put their child in a box and ultimately just walk off and have the freedom to just repeat the same mistakes, because like I don't think it said they left any information, but like I said, these women shouldn't have the right to be able to just continue to constantly just pop out babies nonstop and just, like I said, toss them to the side. Because some of these women, they have good men that want to be with them. They want to basically raise a family, but since we're in this society, they put the woman on a pedestal to believe that they can just bounce from man to man. So this is what the consequences that come from those types of results. Verse 26 it reads, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. But like I said, ultimately, the way it's set up in the scriptures is that the woman is supposed to leave with nothing. She don't get alimony, child support, none of that. The house, the children stay with the man. We're back on the fact that, like I said, that's ultimately because we're under the curses, and the Lord has took the wisdom from the woman. Like I said, she's gonna most likely make the same mistake multiple times, and that shows that these devils don't give a damn about our women or our people in general. And when I say our people, I'm talking about the Lord's people, which is the Israelites. And today consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and the Israelite foreigners that may look like heathen, but are not heathen because their father seed line traces back to one of the 12 progenitors of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's written in my bio. Because what do you expect a person that's doing this and don't receive no type of consequences for doing it is going to do? So all these babies just growing up without their parent. And the way this world is going, like I said, you can't trust nobody. Of course, we understand in this truth that the only ones we can trust is Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Ultimately, we can't trust ourselves because, like the scriptures say, man's going to other Lord. But like I said, you're gonna just give your baby off to a box and don't know. Like I said, you don't know what's gonna happen. They try to make it seem so safe, talking about it's gonna call the police, the ambulance, but still. Once that baby goes out of the care into a foster place, you don't know what is it. I done heard countless stories about children getting molested in general, and then especially in these foster places. Job 39, and I'm going to start at verse 12. It reads, wilt thou believe him that he will bring home? Nah, I'm going to start at verse 13. Slakia. It reads, gavest thou the goodly wings unto the peacock, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich, which leaveth her eggs in the earth and warmeth them in the dust, and forgetteth that the foot may crush them, or that the wild beast may break them. And you can liken that to a lot of our women. She is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain, without fear. Because God deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. So yeah, she's deprived of wisdom. And like I said, these devils allow them to have liberty to get abroad to do this because ultimately he wants to destroy us. But thanks to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the Lord has left a remnant that's to the point, like he says in Malachi 3 and 6, you change not, therefore you sons of Jacob, which Jacob got his name changed to Israel, will not be consumed. So it's going to be righteous spirits that's going to continue to fight and seek Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, no matter what type of pressure these devils put on us. But like I said, the woman going to get pregnant again and just repeat the same thing. Girl, they already glorifying getting abortions. Next is going to be like, girl, I'm going to just had a baby and keep it for a couple months. Maybe if I can't handle it, I'm gonna just toss it in the box. That's why the father was supposed to. That's why they had arranged marriages, because the father ultimately is supposed to give his daughter into a man of understanding. But in this kingdom, they allowed women to pick and choose which man they want to get. And most likely they're going to pick a man of no understanding. Because like I said, these men are being raised to not have understanding, because the law, statutes, commandments that were given unto the Israelites are not pushed in this kingdom. Like I said, they push everything contrary. So that's why this thing is based off faith, because we can't even possibly keep all the laws, because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So that's why us, the hopeful elect, we're praying constantly, Lord willing, that the Lord shorten the days to deliver us out of here so he can establish our righteous kingdom of everlasting righteousness which we understand is going to be soon because we can see based off the way this world has been going as of right now, the prophecies is bouncing off the page, and it's just a matter of time. Sirach of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7, and verse 24, it reads, "Hast thou daughters? Have care of their body, and shew not thyself cheerful towards them." So, because you're not supposed to be playful and playing around. Yeah, of course you love your children, but you can't take these things lightly, because then they start to think everything is, like I said, sweet, and that's not what you want them to believe. Verse 25, this is the point. "Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter, but give her to a man of understanding." And that's what a man's goal is, to be with his daughter, because, like I said, you don't want your daughter being given off to a knucklehead. But like I said, in this kingdom, you don't know where your daughter's gonna go, because the way the society push, like I said, they push stock culture. They push glorifying the thugs, the people being released from jail. They throw a big party. In the media, that's what they push. So, like I said, the woman being a weaker vessel, of course they're gonna gravitate to what's wicked, because this flesh is wicked. And this flesh is ultimately trying to do what's contrary to what's the spirit. And that's why the scriptures say we're supposed to sow more towards the spirit, because the flesh ultimately wars against the spirit. I'm going to grab Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 42, and I'm going to start at verse 9. It reads, "The father waketh for the daughter. The father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth, and the care for her taketh away sleep when she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age, and being married, lest she should be hated, and her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house, and having an husband, lest she should misbehave herself, and when she is married, lest she should be barren." So yeah, like I said, because in this society, they don't push how precious it is for a woman to give her virginity to that man, a man, save her virginity for a man, and ultimately stay with that man. They like I said, they push stock culture. So in this kingdom, a woman can deal with their husband, which is ultimately technically according to the scriptures, the husband is the man that took your virginity. They can deal with their husband, get tired of him, go deal with another man outside of basically going against their husband and going to deal with the other man without basically just like as if they got free will to do it. They go and do it and then get pregnant by the next man, and then they go and get tired of that man, get pregnant by the next man. And like I said, they ultimately don't suffer no consequence. And this is, like I said, the results of it. This video that I just played, like I said, this is the results of it. Allow women to just continue to abuse their bodies and ultimately destroy themselves. But I'm going to just play it again, and I'm going to just end off at that. Lord willing, it was edifying. Shalom.
Orange bag is going to fall out that has resources for the parents in it, that has a registry, medical information, where they can get free counseling, trafficking information is in there. They're going to place their infant inside. They're going to take that orange bag with them, no bear. They're going to shut the door and they're going to walk away. The box has already called 911. So the door, as soon as I open the door, it's calling 911 dispatch. When I place baby inside, there's a second alarm that's going off. That alarm is not connected to the first alarm. So if the first alarm was to fail, that second alarm would pick up. Right now, I can't open this door. It locks. When there is a baby placed inside, it locks. So first responders are going to have to come on the inside and pull baby from the inside. We just did the final test here so that we could sign off on this box. And this baby was in this box for 1 minute and 21 seconds. It is very quick, it is very secure, and it is very fast. And so that is how the baby box works. Best thing to do is to go inside and take a look on the inside.
Come on, guys. Don't want to come inside.
They just letting them know how convenient it is to just toss away the baby like it's a damn Amazon package. But shalom.